Yo, what is up, guys? We are back again with another video. This time we're gonna be looking at a couple of my first pools games from the draft league I am a part of. It's like it's draft league Smogon are running. It's back in Gen 6, like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire OU. Um, for those of you who didn't watch my draft video, I don't blame you. It ended up being pretty long. I like to talk a lot, but yeah. Here's my draft. I ended up getting these guys. They're all pretty good. I have like 6 really good, solid Pokemon, and then like 2 that fill in holes. So really happy with my draft. So yeah, I'm part of this draft league. I think there's like nearly 400 people in it total. The first round was you get put into battle pools. Here, I'll just show you guys here. Yeah, so I'm put in pool 92. I think there's 96 pools total, and the top 2 from every pool gets through. So yeah, what happened in our pool is Sean um, didn't end up playing any of his games. I think he was like AFK the whole time. So I played against ZXG, and Ghost Kit. Actually, it really sucks I didn't get to play against Sean because I had a really cool team lined up for him. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna go over these games real quick because I went 2-0 in my pool. I won both my games, so I ended up number 1 in my pool. And yeah, I was pretty happy with how the games turned out. So yeah, without much further ado, I'll go into my games. You guys can't really see that very well, can you? So I'll try to update on the fly. Oh god, this is scuffed. You can see that a bit better now, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I brought. This is not me. This is me. So I brought. Yeah, so when you're thinking about who I bring to any given game, just usually I'm gonna want to bring the top 6 Pokemon because they're my best, but sometimes I'm gonna need a role filled like a Ghost Resist, so I'll bring Scrafty, or a Stealth Rocker, so I'll bring Golem, or like I need a ground type like an Electric Community, so I'll have to bring Golem. So yeah, in the wrong one. In this game, I felt like I had to bring Golem because they had a Manectric, and I didn't want to fit Stealth Rocks on Jirachi because it's actually Scarf Jirachi with more of a special moveset. And I didn't end up bringing Starmie because yeah, I just felt like all the other guys played more important roles. But yeah, I didn't put too much time into team building the pool stage because I wasn't sure how much I was going to put into this, but now that I'm true to pools, I'm like, yeah, I'll put a lot into this. That's just the way I'm going with this. Without much further ado, I'll go into the game. So, yeah, I let it off with Medicham because I get to fake out whatever leads. I thought they might lead Talonflame or something. I get some damage off in this. I get to know that it's leftovers, which is big. I know it's not banded. I'm actually running Jolly Talonflame, so he's probably not running Jolly with leftovers, so I'll probably outspeed him. Yeah, it's going a little too fast for me to explain. Yeah, so I go into Golem because it's the only thing I have that really takes this on where I don't need it to get weakened. I don't mind it getting weakened. He tricks my Jirachi, which is great because we're both Scarfed. We just swap Scarfs there. And we swapped like 32% damage there. I go into my Medicham because he was locked into Hidden Power of Fire. So I get a free high jump kick here. I was confident this would kill the Talonflame, but he ends up living, which is really unfortunate. I have to go out because I'll die to a Brave Bird. He ends up predicting Will-O-Wisp, very nice. I could have killed with a Bullet Punch if I had it, but I guess he was assuming I didn't. So gets a Will-O-Wisp on my Golem, but that's fine because I got Brox here. He kills me with an Icicle Crash. I don't have to switch into Mamoswine. This thing is a massive threat. It's going to end up putting in the goob work in this game. But yeah, I have ample Revenge Killers, and now that I have Stealth Rocks up, I really feel like I'm in a good position. He goes into a Azumarill just to sack it. I don't mind losing HP on Medicham. Not really switching it into moves anyway. Don't really need the HP. He goes into Latios, which will scare me out. I have a Jirachi that I can go into every time on this. He revealed to be Scarf Latios earlier, so I was thinking he wouldn't have Defog. which is another reason I was happy to stack my golem, but he ends up having defog, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? Um, yeah, I actually have Draco Meteor on the Strachey. I was very tempted to go for it there. If I got the Draco on the main Electric, it would have been very low on HP, which would have been amazing, but I guess U-turn is fine. I get 20% and I get momentum. Raikau is AV, so it's the thing on my team to deal with this, and he ends up revealing that he's like modest Manetric. Even modest is I think 369 speed, which would outspeed my max speed Raikau, which hits 361. So he must be really low speed Manetric, or relative to how high Manetrics usually go. And I have two 115 base speed Pokemon on my roster, so he should have run at least enough speed for them, but I digress. He goes on to his Mamoswine, which again is a massive threat. I need to get some damage on that, but like, look at that, 30%. I forget how big a threat Mamoswine is, because I haven't had to deal with it for like the past 3 gens or something, but it's so bulky when it's just taking like neutral hits like that. 30%, it's life orb, it's not even like AV or anything. Whatever, I'm just I was so mad all game, like I was hitting this Mamoswine, it just wasn't doing anything, I was just picking up KOs, living everything. And neutral Icicle Crash just kills me, like this is not a fair trade at all. And I'm feeling way in the back at this point. This Mamoswine's picking up a kill every time it comes in. I don't really have things to kill it. It's gonna get another kill probably, and there's not much I can do about it. So I went for the Psychic here because I thought he'd go into his... yeah, he wasn't going into his Ferrothorn so far. Like, twice he didn't go into his Ferrothorn on Jirachi, so I was okay hitting Latios or Manetric with Psychic. I didn't want to get to -2 from Draco, so Psychic it was. It would have KO'd Mamoswine, I think. I don't know. And yeah, he goes into Ferrothorn, so that kind of sucks. I go straight into my Talonflame because he's going to get up rocks, and if I didn't switch it in there, I have no way to remove rocks. So if I didn't switch it in there, then next time I would have switched it in on rocks and taken 50%, but this time, this is the last chance I get it to switch it in for free. So I go for an Overheat. It ends up being Occaberry, and it does 39% anyway, so that's just abysmally low damage. And I'm banded as well, so I'm like locked in, and next one's -2, it's not going to do anything, so I switch out there. He goes into Medicham, and I fake out, expecting him to predict me to go for the high jump kick, predicting him to go into Ferrothorn. Makes the good play, goes into Ferrothorn, I take the Iron Barbs, and now... So this play, I accidentally put Hidden Power Ice instead of Ice Punch on Medicham. If I had Ice Punch, I would have clicked it here. But I don't. I have Hidden Power Ice. Now, I was expecting him to have Protect because he has Leech Seed, and Leech Seed Protect is good on Ferrothorn, and also he hasn't showed that many moves. He could be solo attack with Protect, and yeah, when you're prepping for a team that's Medicham, you're gonna want to run Protect on your Pokemon, especially the Pokemon that your opponent is gonna want to high jump kick, because you know, they take the 50%, and, you know, if you're at 50%, which you can chip it down to, they'll die. So, I was expecting Protect, which is why I went for the Hidden Power Ice here. Just a little explanation. Yeah, it doesn't kill the Talonflame at 19%, and now Talonflame is living way too long. It's getting away with way too much, and it gets the roost off here, so, like, I think that was the misplay. That's what really brought me back into this game. I have the momentum now. He doesn't want to go to his Ferrothorn because it's pretty weak and he needs it for stuff. I get a kill with the Draco Meteor, and he goes into his Mamoswine to really punish that Draco. Yeah, so my follow-up Draco does 21%, which is abysmally low damage. It must be like Spadef, Life Orb Mamo or something. It's absolutely ridiculously low damage. I go for the fake out again because he would have been able to kill me with Ice Shard, I think, at that point. Life Orb, and it's definitely adamant from it to get a roll to kill Raikau at that HP. It's definitely adamant. But fake out doesn't really matter because he goes into Ferrothorn here. I can just high jump kick the next turn and get a free kill. I can still switch in hazards a bunch of times, so my HP doesn't really matter, especially because I'm going to sack it to the Talonflame now. And I'm thinking... I'm thinking in my head, probably because I wasn't thinking this through, too well. Oh, this game is over. I can't win. And I still think my opponent definitely won this game if they played the end game a little better. But I do have Jolly Talonflame. Jolly Banded Talonflame. Sorry. My voice is going crazy. I do have Jolly Banded Talonflame in the back. And this guy will be able to outspeed this guy and KO it. So I can at least pick up this kill, right? And now I die to recoil if he goes into Latios here. And then it's Mamoswine versus Roserade. Roserade outspeeds and kills Mamoswine, obviously, but Mamoswine has Ice Shard, and it can kill Adamant Ice Shard. It has a good roll to kill, I checked. And honestly, that's the play you should be going for here. But he goes straight into Mamoswine, where I can live the recoil, and I just kill Latios now. He didn't give himself a chance to win the endgame. He should have kept Mamoswine alive, so that had a chance to kill Roserade. Especially, yeah, there's rocks up it. He had a 100% chance to kill Roserade. Yeah, so I'm not too happy with that game. Bunch of misplays on my part, and not very happy with the team I built because I didn't put too much time into it. But yeah, it's just the way it goes. I still won, so like it is what it is. But I'm gonna be playing better opponents as the tournament goes on, so I'm gonna hope to clean up that play. And yeah, I'm happier with this next game, but I also think the opponent wasn't as good. Like, I think my opponent here misplayed that end game, but for the most part was pretty good. They said at the end that they don't think this is the team they're meant to bring against me, which also sucks. I mean, what can you do? Yeah, what can you do? Yeah. But okay, so this is the team I brought against this guy. So this time I didn't bring Jirachi, I didn't bring Golem, which are the only two Pokemon on my draft that learned Stealth Rock. So I was going Stealth Rockless, but I just felt like all these Pokemon were so good against my opponent's draft that I couldn't afford to not bring them. My opponent actually had a possible Donphan they could bring, yeah, but they didn't bring it. So I believe it's Scarf Raikou puts in crazy work this game. And yeah, Scrafty, if it can get up a couple Dragon Dances, just wins, just flat out wins. So I wanted to bring that as a good win condition in the back. It's also a backup like Bisharp Check, even though I've like good enough stuff to deal with that, like Medicham, whatnot. You know, something that resists Dark so that you can't late game sweep with Sucker Punch potentially is good to have. So yeah. Without further ado, I lead Raikou because he doesn't have a Donphan. I can like Volt Switch on anything. But Ambipom is the one thing that'll scare me out. I don't want to take a Fake out because Raikou is so important. I want to keep HP on it. So I go straight into Starmie. I'm like, Leftovers, somewhat bulky, but I'll sack it for some damage on this because, as I said early game, it's the main thing that threatens Raikou one-on-one, so having it in range of like a Thunderbolt or something is really good. So I hit Rotom with a Thunderbolt. I don't know why he went Rotom here, because I like straight KO it, and it doesn't really do anything to me. But then he misses the Toxic. That's really unfortunate. I don't think it would have drastically changed the outcome of the game, but yeah, it is unfortunate. I'm already on the I already have the upper hand in the game so far. Or like, I don't even know if I do. He killed Starmie, but I feel like I do because the main thing that threatens Raikou one-on-one is weakened. Sorry. Sorry, yeah, I just paused to take a drink of water. My bad. Yeah, but back to the game. Yeah, he missed Toxic. It's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Just still a pretty even game. I feel like I'm on the upper foot, but he's up a Pokemon, so like, whatever. Yeah, I got a free Thunderbolt off here, and he's kind of letting everything get weakened to Raikou at this point. I don't agree with his plays. I go Medicham here purely because I can't go Roserade because it can't take a knockoff. And I didn't want to go Scrafty because this thing can sweep late game, and so I thought Medicham was more sackable because he has Kofa to sort of wall me. So yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be a big factor this game. But he ends up going for Sucker Punch, which I think is a misplay. He pretty much had a free knockoff there. I was never going to stay in. And even if I did, he didn't kill. So I didn't kill with Thunderbolt, so he could have knocked me off either way. So yeah, he goes Kofa Grigas on the fake out. The reason I clicked fake out there is because Bisharp could have. I couldn't hit. The only thing I had to kill it was high jump kick, and I couldn't high jump kick because he's probably going Kofa Grigas. But I didn't want. He made some weird plays so far, so I didn't want to like Zen headbutt on the Kofa Grigas and he stays into Iron Head or something. And I just look like an idiot. So like I faked out, which wasn't really going to do anything. It was just to wait a turn to see what sort of play he wanted to make there. It wasn't a big deal whether or not I get hit off in this Kofa Grigas anyway. I double into Roserade on Kofa Grigas because that's my set play. This thing can get off a sleep powder and start setting up spikes on it. But he has safety goggles Bisharp, which I think is a little weird because I'm like, I guess there's some chance I run the exact set I run, but with Sludge Bomb over Hidden Power Fighting. But I think most of the time I'm running Hidden Power Fire or Fighting on Roserade. I guess he just wasn't thinking about it, but yeah, I'm running Roserade for the Hidden Powers, so it is what it is. And he goes into Tornadus, kind of knowing he walls me at this point. And I have to go hard into Raikou, because that's like my answer to this. Tornadus can kind of tear me up, other than Raikou. So I have to be careful with that. It's bulk up Tornadus though, so Raikou stays at full health, which is great. I go straight for the Thunderbolt here, pick up the KO on Rotom. He goes into Ambipom. At this point, I'll sack HP to Ambipom just to kill it, because I'm not going to sack another Pokemon to it. And 40% of Raikou is much better than, you know, sacking a Pokemon. I got into Medicham and his Medicham because he wasn't going to kill me with High Jump Kick without the crit. And I could like, I'm jolly, I could like fake out Zen Headbutt him to possibly turn a KO back. And so like, it's sort of a way of stopping him from getting a KO straight up with Medicham. And also if he does get a crit or something like this, or has some way of beating me 1v1, then yeah, it's not a big deal because Medicham was my most expendable member. So at the end of the day, crit isn't huge, but you know, it is what it is. So we're on to Talonflame to revenge kill. This is banded Talonflame again. He has Rocky Helmet on this. It doesn't 2 KO, so I have to switch out into Roserade again, which is fine. He gets a bit of health back with Pain Split, which again is fine. I can set up spikes here. I'll do a little bit of damage to Medicham, put in range of stuff quicker, like Raikou's Thunderbolt. He's staying in, so I just go straight for the Sleep Powder. I might get some free setup with Scrafty, but now he switches out into Tornadus, which isn't good. I knock it off. I knock off his White Herb, which I can only assume it was Superpower White Herb, which is kind of cool. It'll sweep with the bulk up Superpower, but like, I don't think +1 Superpower would have killed me, and he can only use Acrobatics, which is stronger when he loses the item, because he's already lost the item, and so I just kind of let him kill me there. If I went for like Dragon Dance, and he went for bulk up, and then I went for Dragon Dance again, and I could have got like a +2 knockoff off. It's not a massive deal anyway. But yeah, Scrafty did nothing this game after I was hyping him up. Torn is easily in range of Thunderbolt there. He goes out into Medicham. Raikou cleans up at this point. I just need to sack to Medicham every time it comes out because fake out stuff. And yeah, no. Roserade pretty much does nothing at this point. Talonflame and Raikou easily clean up the game, so yeah, Talonflame kills the 2 KOs to Kofa Grigas here easily. No problems here. And yeah, at this point, Medicham's not in range of an attack from Raikou, so if he like fake outs here, and I go into Raikou, Thunderbolt, he lives, and he high jump kicks, I lose the game, so I have to go hard into my Raikou here. I don't think he has fake out because he would have went for it. Instead he goes for Thunder Punch here, so I got Thunderbolt, and he actually turns out to be Recover, which is really cool. If I didn't do over 50% with Thunderbolt, he might have been able to finesse a victory. Oh, it is? No, 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 because I just kill him with Braveheart at the end anyway. But it is what it is. This puts him in range to where I won't even die to recoil, so yeah, that's GG's. This one actually went pretty close, but I was kind of sacking things at the end, giving myself a safe victory instead of a big victory, which is kind of what you want to do in Pokemon. Well, it's really what you want to do in Pokemon. But yeah, those are my pools games. One against ZXG, and Ghost Kit, and yeah, since I got first in my pool, I got through to the second round of the bracket. So the way it works is there's 192 people in the bracket, and like yeah, there's 192 people in the bracket, and so 128 of those are going to be playing in round 1. So then 64 will win, 64 will lose. The 64 who lose are out of the tournament. The 64 who win will then play the 64 who got the bye. And I'm in the 64 that got the bye. I'm not explaining this very well, but pretty much 128 people have to play round 1, 64 people get a bye to round 2, and then the people who win round 1 will be playing the people who got the byes into round 2, and then once you're at round 2, there's no more byes. It's just 128 people left in the tournament, and then that halves every round after that. So if I win my round of 128, there'll be 64 people left, and if I win that, there'll be 32, and so on until there's one person left who wins the tournament. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see how we do in this tournament. I will be uploading all my games, win, lose, or draw. I don't think you can draw, but if you can, I'll still be uploading it. And yeah, again, thank you for watching. If you watched this far, comment, hey bro. Just hey bro. Yeah, just comment hey bro if you've watched this far. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah. See you guys next time.